Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to yet another SBC. Today we have the GIORGIO Chiellini SBC, which is pretty much the first SBC group that is for a player that we're taking a look at on Madfut 24. And we start off with the Italy SBC, which as you can see right now is a bit empty because we had to revamp our SBC because we need to go for a more expensive SBC solution, because for some players the Women's League is not counting as an extra league. So in order for it to work for everyone, you have to go a bit more expensive with Bonucci and Bonanzi. Otherwise, if women's leagues are working for you and counting as an extra league as they are for me, you can go with Darmian, and then you can go for where is she? Girelli. There you go. You can go for this SBC instead if women's leagues are counting for you. Again, make sure you guys use the cards that you have the most duplicates of, and also have the duplicate cards for when I'm using concept cards. Anyways, this is a Fiorentina SBC, 8 nations, 1 left back card, easiest SBC on the whole group. So yeah, that is it. And moving on, we have Juve. Again, we've used a couple of concept cards in Sembrant and Weah. Weah gives us that silver card for the card type, 3 card types, and that is the Juve SBC. Again, pretty easy, 82 rating, done and done. We have LAFC, and LAFC we need 11 MLS players, minimum of 7 nations, 5 card types. So this is what I went with: Bowanga for the special card, Rugman for the non-rare silver, Acosta for the rare silver, and the rest of them is pretty much just MLS cards. Again, use the duplicates where I've used concept cards. We've got 9 Scudettos up next, 2 88 plus cards. I've used Milito and Osimhen. Osimhen is the only rare gold that is more than 88 rated in Serie A, so it was compulsory to use him. 2 Juve players and a minimum of 10 clubs. I mean, we needed 10 clubs and a minimum of 8 nations led to me using this SBC. Pretty easy one again. I mean, it is a hard one, but you know, the solution is quite easy at the end of the day because it doesn't involve hybrids or anything. Anyways, we move on to 5 Coppa Italia, and we've got 5 Juve players, 2 Latium players, 2 Milan players, 1 Bergamo Calcio. We need 4 card types. I haven't used a special card. You could use a special card instead of Mazzocchi if you've got a lot of specials, but non-rare was usually cheaper. That's what I went with. Basic is your rare silver, and the rest of it is pretty self-explanatory. And we move on to King of Italy. Now with King of Italy, you can have a max, I mean, you need to have compulsory 4 Serie A and 4 Serie BKT players, which I've used Lucioni, Bandinelli, Di Francesco, Borini. And then you need a minimum of 2 special cards. I've gone with the cheapest ones, Terraciano and Orsolini, who are also 2 Serie A players. The other 2 Serie A players I've used are Raspadori and Bonanzi. And apart from that, we've used Chiellini, Jorginho, and Piemonte as your other players. 80 rating, chemistry 95. Done. Pretty easy. Again, King of Italy, UCL 2014 to 15 is your next SBC. We start with a few Atletico, Real Madrid, and Barca players in defense. As you can see right here, Soinuchu, Van Dongen, Katakol, Olofsson, and Chao, Enrique, Albert, Vangsgaard, and Golovin make up your Liga side with Monaco and PSG players, and the 1 special card comes in there in the form of Vangsgaard as well. And then Dortmund is on the right with Nemecha, Thomas Meunier, and Reina. Obviously I don't have Golovin, which is one of the worst cards to not have over here because it's just a regular rare gold card, isn't he? But yeah, we move on anyways because we still have quite a few SBCs, and one of them is UCL 2016 to 17. And as you can see, you've got a bunch of conditions, a bunch of clubs, and 7 nations. You need 2 89 plus players. These are the cheapest 89 plus players you can get. I don't have them, of course, but these are pretty much the cheapest ones: Ter Stegen and Mappy Leon. And then we need a Nacho Fernandez, Jesus Navas, and then we have a Monaco and Olympic Lyon midfield with Fofana, Diatta, Kakare, Van der Donk, and then Galeno and Wendel for that hyperlink with the Porto players. And the Dinamo Zagreb player you're going to use is Petkovic up at striker. So there you go. That is the UCL 2016 to 17 SBC completed as well. Moving on, we have the MLS Cup SBC, 11 MLS players with 2 of them from LAFC and 2 of them from Philadelphia, and you need a Chiellini card. It's pretty easy, this one, and we can actually submit it. This is one of the ones we can submit again, so that's pretty cool. Alrighty then, moving on from the MLS Cup. We have got the Euro 2012 SBC. As you can see, these are the conditions required, and this is the squad that you're gonna go with: Dawson, Doherty, Ortega, Guardiola, Reguilon. And moving on, we have Sergio Busquets, Ivy Lopez, Carlos Soler, Kangin Lee, and Miguel are your special cards, and Albert at right CDM. Again, this was one of the SBCs that we had a bit of a league glitch with, but we fixed it anyways, and here we are good to go. And this is the SBC that you are going to submit, because this works for all kinds of SBCs, all kinds of devices. I've checked. The women's leagues are really messing us up right now, but anyways, this works for everyone. Moving on from Euro 2012 though, we do have Euro 2020 champion. It's quite a specific one. We need to have compulsory just the 7 nations that they've given in the squad conditions, and a minimum of 1 special card. The special card I used was Callum, is it Callum Vince? I don't know what the actual name is, but it's Wilson. It's an 81 rated team of the week, and the rest of them I've gone with a Spanish player, Swiss player, Turkish player, Belgian player, I was going to say Belgish, a Belgian player, and an Austrian player. That was the conditions, and the rest of them I've just gone for 5 Englishmen to get the rating up to 82, and I can actually submit this one as well. So there you go, we've submitted the Euro 2020 champion SBC as well. Next up, we've got the iconic defender, which is a very expensive SBC because we need a team rating of minimum 87, minimum of 9 nations, and a minimum of 6 card types. I haven't used any silver cards because I don't really have super high rated duplicates, and I'm not sure you guys will either because they are center backs, so the regular gold duplicates are not too expensive. I've gone with Savic, Renard, Araujo, Marquinhos' special card, Delict, Eder Militao, Sauerbrunn, Hierro, Icon Hierro, Cordoba, Bonucci. So these are your 4 special cards, and we've also got John Stones. I said that pretty blandly, but that is the iconic defender SBC, pretty expensive as I told you. Next up, GIORGIO CHIELLINI, 90 rated GIORGIO CHIELLINI is your cheapest option for the future icons. And finally, we've got the Chiellini hybrid, which is an SBC that I released earlier as well, along with the Euro 2012 SBC. I released it twice though, because the initial SBC had a bit of a problem. Apparently for some of you it worked for me, and it worked for some of you guys, but for some of you guys it didn't work. Anyways, this is the one that is going to work for everybody. So this is the one I'm going to talk to you guys about. If you want to see the other 2 SBCs, obviously the links will be up right now in the cards. One of them is cheaper than this one, obviously. And then Donnarumma, Cesarini, Chiellini, Lucioni. That is your defense for this SBC, followed by Mazzocchi, Lobotka, Benacer, and Hernandez, obviously on the left, and in the midfield with Elmas. And your strike force is completed with Girelli and Lautaro Martinez to get you that 84 rating, as well as that Juve player, MLS player, Serie A, 5 card types, and a Serie BKT player in Lucioni as well. So that is pretty much it, guys. Make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what else you'd like to see down in the comments below, and I'll be seeing you guys in another video real soon. And as I said, make sure you guys use the cards that you have the most duplicates of. I'll be seeing you guys real soon. Until then, goodbye.